Andy Johnson. I'm the chairman of the Local Emergency Planning Commission here in Ford and Iroquois counties. And with me from Iroquois County ESDA is Carl Gerdovich.
Our Iroquois County Emergency Services and Disaster Agency, Andy, along with our Local Emergency and Planning Committee, the LEPC, I think very fortunate to have resources like this available through the state of Illinois, and particularly here the Illinois Department of Transportation with this Emergency Operations Center trailer, which is fully equipped to provide resources for us in the event of a major disaster.
Right.
And we're hopeful that our local officials and others that are involved in emergency response would realize that with proper training and by being prepared for disasters, we know that a resource like this would be readily available in the event that we would ever need it. And this trailer, we understand, was made available through the federal government from the disaster with Katrina several years ago. And some of the state agencies made these resources available to them. And today we have Bruce Hucker with the Illinois Department of Transportation here with the trailer at the Iroquois County Fair and making this available for the public. Bruce, it's a great resource, and great to have you here.
Thank you, Carl. We're more than happy to bring this out for the LEPC to show the people of this area that what assets the state does have. Like to reiterate, this is a state asset, and in order for the locals to use it, they must go through the proper chains of command and authority, and if deemed necessary, then Springfield will release it. Otherwise, it's an asset used by the department for things that happen along state highways if we so need it.
And you bring this to Iroquois and to Ford County through the LEPC to let the public and the local officials know that in the event of that disaster, it's available to us.
That's correct. We try to get out to the LEPCs, make ourselves known, as well as learn who in the communities we would be working with during disaster. So when disaster strikes, we already know a lot of the people there at the table, the decision makers, and it just makes the whole disaster scenario go much easier if we know who we're dealing with ahead of time.
And Andy, involved with our local emergency efforts here locally, you as a fire department member know some of the different situations that have come up around here where this could be a tremendous help for us.
Oh, definitely. Very easily, the train wreck last week could have escalated into something where we would have needed something on this order. So it's great to be able to have access to it, or the availability to get access to it.
Bruce, can you describe for the folks here exactly how this became available and how it's equipped?
Okay, we acquired this through state and federal surplus out of Springfield. The trailer was one of the leftover Katrina trailers that the federal government purchased and had warehoused down in one of the southern states. We originally, as you know, next door to this, have a truck that we built first as a mobile incident command center that has radio capabilities and meeting capabilities, and we've used that several times for hazardous material spills, other events, special events we've used it for. That we used it for the 50th anniversary of the interstate highway system when we had to coordinate that convoy coming through the state. But we realized that since we're part of the state's earthquake response to southern Illinois, that we needed something a little bit larger, something for more long-term disasters. We went out on the federal website, found these trailers, and then went through the proper procedures for purchasing one. Since that time, other highway districts have done the same thing. IPWAMAN organization, IPWAMAN is the Illinois Public Works Mutual Aid Network. They also have one for local public works departments to draw upon if they need. And they're just another tool in the box of the state, along with the UCPs and ITECs, to be able to respond. Like I said a few minutes ago, this unit we purchased because it's larger than the truck, has a few more amenities. For a long-term setup, we left the kitchen in place. We did not get rid of that because we felt that a long-term thing we may need to use kitchen facilities. We did get rid of some of the furniture here where our communications station is, a two-person communication station, used to be where a couch/bed came out. We ripped that out and built this communication center here. This area right in here used to be a closet with some dresser drawers. We have a printer, scanner, fax copy machine in here, uninterruptible power source, an inverter that converts battery power over to AC power for us, and our wireless router system. This used to be the master bedroom up front here. We took out the double bed and the cabinets over the bed. We put a table in here. This serves as our main conference room. We have a couple of flat screen monitors up here that we can either pull up local television on, or if hooked up to an iTex or UPC, we can get closed circuit camera pictures from them if need be for a disaster event. Back and to the left there we have a plan rack. We carry county maps for all of District 3 as well as District 9 where we're assigned to respond in an earthquake. We also have Cook County, Chicago area maps in case we are dispatched up there to help our sister district in District 1. We keep our nuclear power plants. We have 3 nuclear power plants in our highway district, so we keep those plans there as well so that they're readily available to us. We have 3 nuclear power plants in our district, of which we do drills every other year at each plant, along with IEMA, ISP, and other state agencies. So it has become a very beneficial tool for us to use. Next month we have a training set up, a statewide training, where all the units will be gathering in the Peoria area, and we're going to mate up with some iTex trailers to do some hands-on training with those folks and learn the full capabilities.
Well, Andy, I think self-explanatory in looking over how well equipped this facility is, knowing that Bruce and IDOT and some of the other state agencies in Springfield can be a tremendous big brother and a real asset to us.
Definite asset, and we're glad to have them come out and be able to show this to the public so that they have an idea of what is available for us.
Just another one of the many resources available, and why our local elected officials and others need to realize what emergency preparedness is all about, and hopefully we can take this, our local LEPC, to the next level.